Pisces, we're going into retro. So you guys are being affected in your second zodiac house. That's your financial reality check place. And I'm feeling a tight squeeze. For you guys, we're going to get into this 10 card Celtic. We're going to prove through the cards how you're being affected. It's usually about paying off. Hey, this is great current energy. Look at this. It's about paying off your moral debt. That's how Saturn retro is. Usually it's like an omen for us all. That past deeds, misdeeds of the past might just catch up to us. And so how do we fix it is what I am going to try to do here, is get the advice. Oh. Okay. So look at you guys. Your energy coming in. Again, I'm going to tell you how everybody's being affected. But with that 5 of Cups, water energy. Slow and steady wins the race for you guys. Right? And so you're like, I'm going to plan. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody how tight of a squeeze this is. Whoa, the recent past. Yeah. See, I'm feeling work smarter, not harder. But slow and steady grinding. You are going for that exact daily quota. Going to meet those needs one time. Some, you know, one thing at a time with 0 drama. Being very realistic. It's like facing the music. Nobody wants to face that music, but the recent past having made this ultimate decision to make an ultimate change for many of you, I feel. This is your feelings, wanting things to change. Now, the 5 of Cups there had come up in reverse. And so it's like, you bitch, you got money in your pocket. You sitting on a gold mine, actually. Somebody here. But in the recent past, the smart ones. You know, a smart person realizes the situation and knows when to pack quietly. So with that card, I think it's about you keeping it quiet. And, you know, like, you walk in now. So you slow. Okay, in the recent past, you slowed your roll. You may have stepped out of the money game. Depending on your age and where you're at. You know, Tauruses right now, the way they're being affected, they're getting a whole new chapter in life. Gemini, they will suddenly realize the fake people. I feel that it's already started, is what the 8, this is proof. This is your proof in the recent past that this has already started. Cancer, they have testy career issues. Leos are being exposed because they're just changing their minds a lot. Virgo might pull away because of the ex stuff resurfacing. We're all pulling away. This is proof. Oh yeah, I love it. Check it. Libra energy, trying to be happy alone while everybody's pulling away. God love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at the crown. Yeah, 4 cups. This is everybody pulling away because of the energy. And then we'll bring it on down to micromanage that down into us. But like Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Scorpio or you feel this, you have significant Scorpio placement in that. Look at that, 0 energy. We have a very little energy right now, so we're we're pulling hard away from our crew, if you will. Sagittariuses are in 5th house. They're having a serious check on pleasure and passion. Yeah, Pisces, something's coming in, because this may be you taking some time to kind of check in and check the numbers, or check in with yourself, and making sure that everything's lined up, right? Aquariuses are pulling away because they're off in their head about how they're coming off to the world, or how the world sees them. And they want to change that, right? So wanting to see Pisces, you're dealing with it in your 2nd house. This is the crown, and then we'll see what's coming in the near future, but it's a financial reality check, and you're feeling the tight squeeze. So that makes sense. This is your proof. Instead of saying yes straight away, you're stepping back and assessing the situation first. You're really sitting back and assessing situations, especially since you're being crossed by the Hangman. So we're checking in to see and making sure that we don't miss anything. You know, in life as a whole, we just don't want to miss out. And right now, there's a lot going on with you, and you don't want to miss a thing. And when it's your money, how are we going to fix it? That tight squeeze, yeah, you don't want to miss a thing. This is like a lifestyle thing for a lot of you, where the misdeeds of the past may catch up to us. But I'm going to have to see that 7th card and how you're coming in, the 8th card of how everybody's looking at you. So let's get to the near future. All right, come in. Looks like we got a 5. 5 of Pentacles. It's coming up in reverse on my side, guys. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles here. Nobody wants to feel the tight squeeze, right? This is exactly what you are, that you've always done since the past. These are your deeds. This is you. Your main focus has always been to never have to be broke, to never have to be empty-handed, to never have to be struggling out in the cold and spending your last dime on food. We don't have to worry about that. You know, we don't want to have to ever be like, now what? And so with that number 5, that puts us in that Sagittarian energy, because they're dealing in 5th house with very serious checking in on pleasure and passion, right? It's deep. You will feel the deep understanding while you're so bored and so concerned with having some fun, and how can I pay for something? You know, it costs money to have a good time. And it takes a lot of time to make good money, right? Naturally, it may worry you that you don't have enough, especially when it comes to money and material possessions, that you're not able to do that. You don't have the money that you used to have. Perhaps you feel that you do not deserve the money that you do have. You may worry through this Saturn retrograde that if you spend your money now, you won't have enough later, right? If we spend our money on trivial things That's going to leave little left over for food and or even bigger what we truly want. If we spend money on these types of food, we don't spend a lot of money on food so that we can have bigger things that we want. Either way, it's going to be a negative cycle. So we're going to work through how to fix that. Let me see how you're coming in and see how everybody's looking at you. Look at that obstacle, and then we'll get one more after that. But in the meantime, please tap like on the video and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any future tarot readings. Please help out the global community. It's a great way to share your energy. I appreciate that. Thank you. The Queen of Pentacles. So you like some CEO, corporate someone. You're taking care of the money perfectly. That's great. This is you keeping the base stable and the bills paid. And look at you, how they looking at you. Does everybody else watching all y'all be the bearer of those, tight squeeze, the issues, career issues, money issues, and zero energy, pulling hard on that wallet. Maybe your crew, they pull hard on your wallet, right? Because you are coming, they see you as smoothest of the smooth talkers here. They see you as a tightwad, many of you, for lack of a better term, but offering fresh emotional connection nonetheless. Some things, they see you watching this tight squeeze, maybe the changes in your life outside of money that have gotten you bored lately, and just trying to make light of it. They see you trying to make light of it as well. It looks like that's how you're fixing it. It's like you're fixing it. You don't even know that you're fixing it, and you are fixing it. And if you are, it's because you never let it get bad to begin with. And nobody knows the feelings and the way that that feels if they don't play the game the way that you do, where slow and steady wins the race. And you know in your heart that you got to keep your heart out of it. I think that's what this is showing, And we've seen that the majority of the collective is trying to step out the money game on a big level. And some of us, it's just, we don't play those kind of games. We don't play games with our money, in a sense. Takes money to make money, but that Ace of Swords came up in reverse on this side, guys. Yeah, we don't want to lose our edge for many of you. And it's like, I don't want to lie, but it's nobody's business how much money I have or I don't have. I don't want to lie and say we can do something if I can't afford for us to do it. And what else? Let's see. Yeah, definitely stepping back. Absolutely stepping back from your desk. You need to find a more creative space where your money can flow. A more fun place to spend money. Also stepping back for many of you just simply to manage that flow, that cash flow. What we can eat versus what we can do for fun. That's a normal economical choice. So I'm gonna put that one there because you're in that hangman energy crossing where we may need to hold off, especially with the Ace of Swords coming up in reverse, holding off on further investments until you have thoroughly reviewed your financial strategy. And that's your proof. So there may be some delays in receiving money, if there has been, that you have been expecting. But this delay will give you an opportunity to see things in a different light. And stepping back, if you are trying to figure out how to fix it, bored with it, tired of being in charge, tired of being the leader of the let's have fun emotions, or how people get sad when they can't eat, it's like, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of sleepless nights. So the Ace of Swords brings inner clarity. You're rethinking the idea because we have clouded judgment, right? Absolutely. That's where you may still be exploring. And so what it means for you and how to best move forward with that outside of the office, outside of your head, outside of your pocketbook, your check, your bank account, your checking, your wallet. You may also see greater clarity about whether this is an idea that you have right now that you wish to pursue more fully, perhaps because you are unsure of it and that whether it's going to bring the results that you really want. So when this card appears, it's important to give yourself time and space to meditate and clear your mind so you can birth this idea the most effective way. This is the season of doing this because historically believed to be an omen to pay off your moral debt. Saturn retro, in Latin, retro means backwards, to reflect, so that we can fix it, and we can fix it now. And of course, that's us going to be feeling a little bit of that frustration. We, as Pisces collective, are clearly here not wanting to miss a thing. If that resonates for you, let me know down below in the comments. Let's pull that last card and find out what the potential outcome is for the Pisces collective in August. Through the first month, the rest of the first 30 days of that retrograde. Wow. You guys are coming in. No, you're ending where Aries reading began. This is interesting. This is upside down on my side. So the Eight of Pentacles on the flip. Yeah, looking for shortcuts. Looking for the shortcut. You really got to give yourself the time and the space. Sometimes when we have an idea and it's not coming into fruition the way that you'd hoped, it's time to go back to the drawing board. But you're tired of doing that. Like on this one, you're feeling that. You're bored with it. You're bored with the same old money game. The same old trying to figure stuff out game. Trying to make everybody happy game because it takes money to make everybody happy, fat and sassy and happy and secure and fed. right? You may still be pursuing the idea here in August. It's not going to happen in 30 days. But yeah, that just loses all meaning for you. Like that was your passion, your passion's been affected. But these working smarter, not harder, some SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound situation that y'all are going through. So you can be clear. It's why you have to, but you don't want to. And it's so strong because of the Four of Cups with this Eight of Pentacles, and that, to me, not understanding, can't wrap my head around it, the math ain't mathing on that one. It's not adding up. Unable to provide like we used to. You are missing some very relevant information or evidence, you see, that I can see, that you don't see yet. This is going to help you decide this time of reflection. So invest your time and energy wisely, but do it into seeking out a different truth rather than just taking things at face value. Whereas many of you may not ever have taken anything at face value. I see that there. The cards have proven that you've always taken a minute to think about it. You are not quick to say yes. In fact, you are more often to say no. Because long and steady wins the race. And if we buy this now, we can't have what we want later. You're not interested in certain engagements in your current activities. It may be time to change direction, right? Yeah. You're working hard on something to no avail. It's going to be leaving you feeling frustrated by the lack of progress. But you may lack that one key thing. It's going to land on your lap. It always does. Just don't get locked into any dirty debt cycles. Don't take out any loans right now. Resist the urge. Continue. You need to shift your focus back on your bigger goal. Okay? That's what we're getting through the tarot. Yeah, man. Now, if this resonated with your spirit, you're definitely going to want to come back. Tap those buttons. Check in, check out. But check in. Stay checked in during Saturn retrograde. No matter what, that's the only way that you're going to fix it. Is to focus on your broader goal. If you're struggling to make progress towards your bigger goal, take a step back, and this is proof of how that works. So, thank you so much. I hope you take really good care of yourself today, and I do hope to see you back in the next tarot reading. I won't know if you were here unless you tap the buttons and you comment down below. Let me know your sign, say hey, and again, have a great day. Have a great night. Whenever you find this message, it was definitely for you. Retrograde's going to be going on for hundreds of days. So we'll check in. Probably about 30 more days for you guys, though. Okay? Check out all the other signs. If you have any significant placements in your chart, you're going to want to find out what their energy's doing in this segment as well. Right? Okay. Thank you. It'll come. Stay meditative. Look and think outside the box, but don't push it. You got this. All right. Bye, guys.